Here we go. Here's the X. Listen to the story. Hang on. It'll start.
That you see in the video.
28-year-old Jamie Price says he was the victim of a police beating captured on cell phone video by a neighbor.
I didn't know anybody recorded it. By the grace of God, it was recorded.
It happened around noon Sunday in the 3300 block of West Congress.
On the 3300 block of West Congress. And here you go. Is that how we hold patios together and porches and staircases? We put a big X on a fucking box. To the motherfucking retards out there that don't fucking get this shit yet, that are still fucking trying to bullshit everybody instead of giving everybody the truth, go fuck yourselves. You're so far removed from the truth. You have fucking opened yourself up for criticism from here to there. It's proven right here on the 3300 West block. The 3300 West block. How fucking cornball.
Price says he was involved in a minor...
Price. Hey, Mr. Price. Like the Mr. Price in Cracker Box Palace. You remember the dude that was sitting in the guy that looked like the Joker? That was sitting in the living room with the Batman hanging above his head? Go look up the video. Cracker Box Palace. It's a song by George, or not George, but, George Harrison. Cracker Box Palace, when he talks about Mr. Price. Mr. Price in the 3300 West block.
Fender bender with another man in the alley behind the home he shares with his mother. He says after exchanging information with the other driver, a police officer got involved and asked Price for his ID.
I give the cop my ID, and he had me place my hands on the hood of his car. So he patted me down, searched me, and then he proceeded to put me in cuffs.
Price says when he asked why he was being handcuffed, the officer became angry.
Slammed me on the ground, punched me in my face. I had glasses on.
Other officers arrived and tased Price, who says he was fearful for his life and began to run for his house. That's when neighbor Jason Williams...
Yes, he was going to run for his house with his magnificent fucking T-shirt on. He had your fucking minds.
Saw the melee and reached for his cell phone.
Looked like he was running from it for his life.
The video shows a group of as many as 8 officers holding Price on the ground. At one point, an officer steps on his back and puts his full body weight on Price while holding a fence. A short time later, Price says another officer began kicking him in the head.
I had a guy kicking me in the head, and I had a guy kick me in the genitals twice. I wasn't fighting with him. I was like, this is not an arrest.
What's the point of the story? Really? Because your face looks awful good for having the shit beat out of you. And I got twice in my life I was in a fight. One time was with 4 cops. The second time was with 5. Let me put it this way: I didn't kick their ass, and I could barely move the next day. So guess who won? Guess who won? I wouldn't have bebopping around on the 3300 West, the West block. Believe me, if you get stomped on by fucking 5 or 8 cops, you ain't gonna get up and do no fucking news story, you lying motherfucker.
You guys are beating me.
I said, why are you beating him? What did he do? Why are you beating him? Stop kicking him. What are you doing? So the officer told me to shut up and mind my business. I said, that's my son.
Price says officer...
Oh, that's all he got? That's it? After fighting with fucking 8 men?
Took him to Mount Sinai Hospital where he...
Like the bitch that got shot, remember the bitch from TSA or whatever? The fucking security assholes that got shot through the arm? You had no bruising, no bleeding, no nothing?
He had the taser prongs removed, then Cook County Jail.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Oh, dude, I've been beat up worse than a tree than that shit.
He was charged with misdemeanor counts of expired license, no insurance, resisting arrest, and leaving the scene of a crime. The officers involved are all from the 11th District on West Harrison. In a statement, Chicago police said the department is aware of the video and the matter is actively under investigation by the Independent Police Review Authority. If it is determined that the involved officers did not follow proper department procedures and guidelines, they will be subject to disciplinary action. Price was released from jail on Tuesday after...
Oh, that's his shirt? Really? Because I remember when I got in a fight with cops, my shirt was all tore up and fucked up and bloodied and everything else. Yours just doesn't even have some grass stains. You don't even need Tide to get that shit clean.
pleading guilty to the charges. He says on the advice of a public defender who told him he'd be locked up for weeks waiting for another court date.
I never thought that
This is the story and the 33. That's all you need to know.
that will happen to me.
Price says he's a Navy veteran and works for a catering company. He says he's not a gang member and had one misdemeanor arrest back in 2007.
Oh, he works for a catering company, huh? Well, it looks like you get to eat crow, motherfucker. How cornball. Of course, it was 3 children.
In Lyle last month, he allegedly tried to lure the children into his car with promises of toys. The 34-year-old is also accused of touching the girl while she played on a slide. The police had Ressa under surveillance Monday when they spotted him using candy as he tried to lure 3 young children into an apartment building in Addison. He was arrested when police saw him rubbing one of the children's legs.
Yes, I'm sure that story's true. Oh, by the way, his name is Giuseppe. Hey, Giuseppe, would you quit making it a pizza to mess around with the little children's? Fuck off.
The police conducted search warrants of the defendant's car as well as his home and discovered a number of very disturbing writings and journals and drawings that the defendant had, all or many of them referring to having sex with young kids.
Berlin went on to say the allegations in this case are, quote, extremely disturbing. Ressa's next court date.
I know where this is. I've been in there a bunch of times. That's the 505 building on County Farm Road. That's the fucking main courthouse. That's where I had to go for trial for yelling at a dog. And I got arrested. And I had to go to trial.
Is June 30th.
The U.S. government has been hit by a major cyber breach tonight.
Oh, no. You robotic cunt. Does that look normal to you? Does that in any way look human? And I don't mean like E.T. I mean, this fucking looks robotic, like there's nothing there. Like it's CG. There's no life in it.
Officials say it looks like the hackers are in China. At least.
Oh, they are they? How about that? Chinese hackers. Is that anything like Chinese checkers?
4 million federal workers have had their information stolen. Officials say the breach could open.
Good. If you're going to steal my information, could you update my credit report, kind of buff it up a little bit? And I don't mind if you steal my credit card as long as you make the payments.
Ultimately affect every single government agency. We do not yet know how the hackers got in, but officials say it is obvious.
Yes, you don't know how they got in, and everybody's got all of this fucking anthrax flying around, and they didn't pass the fucking bill quick enough to stop the fucking bad guys with their fucking, what is that, anti-terrorism task force bullshit or whatever. Yeah, okay, just keep setting it up. Keep setting it up.
Obvious that the Department of Homeland Security's hacking detection system failed. One expert calls it an attack against the nation.
Oh no.
All right, Blackhawks down by a goal late in the third against the Lightning. Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals last night. But the youngest player of the team, Teuvo Teravainen, scored the equalizer. And then 2 minutes later, Antoine from the head.
Look, these things go for 7 games. I guarantee you, they're going to go all 7 games. They have to because it's all about the money. It ain't got nothing to do. These games are fucking rigged. 100%. These fuckers don't even look like they're there. How they pull this shit off, I really don't know. But it's some fucking magical technique or whatever that people will say they were at the game, but they really weren't. See, that's what I mean about this whole neutrino thing. About being able to put memories in people's heads. P3? P3. That's pi. 3. Are you kidding me? Captain Morgan, the thief, the Phoenician, the fucking... Come on, dude. Give me a fucking break.
For good as they took game 1 by a final 2-1. Luke Canales is in.
Oh, the 2-1. Well, there's your other 3. At 9-11. How about that?